All righty, I believe we are live. All right, hello YouTube. For our second day of playing with Joan Smithies' new iStencils designs. I'm going to wait for some of the chatters to get in the box here with me live. But in the meantime, I'll give you the deets for the sale for those stencil lovers who are interested. This is on iStencils.com. Joan has new designs that are out. Her code is Joan25 for 25% off. But that's not just for Joan's designs. That's for the 4,000 designs that are on her site from various other artists as well as Joan's. If you place an order that is $50 after discount, you'll get a free stencil, which is this design in black. That was just jelly printed on one of my papers. But this, hey, Joan, hey, Claire, CB, Jan, hello, girls. This will be the free design that you get with an order of $50 after discount. Also, with $50 orders, you will get free domestic shipping if you're in the United States. And they do ship international. I believe it's $20 for an international shipment, which actually isn't really that bad these days. If you don't have a $50 order, I believe the flat rate is $8 in the United States. So, and this sale is good till this Sunday, September 22nd, 2024 at midnight Eastern time. So, pardon me. With that said, let's see who we got on here. Jane, Claire, Joan, CB. All right. Hello, ladies. I scattered some of these out just for a little backdrop here. I really like this round one, Joan. And just put that little, even though it's not a clear print, I like that kind of distressed kind of a look that I got from pouncing it with that different kind of sponge. That's one of my favorites. And I love this. That's the freebie. Love that one. Hey, Linda. So let me gather some of these up. Here's another one that we did yesterday. I'll show you these so you can see what some of these look like. This was a cleanup print that I picked up through a stencil. Kind of cool. And this one is a kind of a gradient ombre. Let's call it ombre. Hey, gray like gray. An ombre design through one of the stencils. And this was a cleanup print from this original print. This one with all these little ticks on it, that's one of my favorites. I love that stencil. I'm going to pull out my journal and pop a couple stamped versions of that on there. This one is hard to see because this paper was really distressed and dyed and in underwater and everything else. But I picked up a little bit on there of the panel one designs you can see there. This is another really grungy pickup of the free stencil, which is this right here. And it came out really kind of old wall cool. That's another print. I didn't think this one through. I'm a little rusty with my thoughts for jelly printing. That the background is very busy. I love the black, and this was white. It's coffee stained. But the bronze wasn't enough contrast to really pop it on top of that black and white design. Lesson learned. Will I do it again? Probably the next one you see. Here's another design. This one is the one I think looks Egyptian. Looks like a pharaoh's headdress or whatever you want to call it. Here's another one with that same design in it. This over top of one of Robin's printables. I know, Joan, they'd be great for collage. And here's a piece of fabric I did also using that, we should call that the Pharaoh design. I'm going to rename all, you remember when Paula used to rename all my stencils? Okay, let's put that off to the side. And let's put these over here. This is the one I wanted to take real quick and just saw it. Where are you? There you are. This one and this one. Come on, work with me. And then I want to take out some of Joan's older design. Actually, you know what? I pulled out some papers that have some of them on there already. And I pulled this paper. I found my collage bin from my retreat in July. Still packed up in the bin. And in there, I found some paper that Robin gave me when she was there. It's like black deli. I'm going to try to use this in some of my prints today. I didn't get to use it at the retreat, but this is really, it's very slippery, smooth. I have to find Gala Terracciano. Look at you. Hello, love. I'm going to find out what this is because I think I'm going to be needing more of that. That's all I'm saying. So I pulled out some of these that will do some little bits too. Some of these are old and some of them are just like, whoo, that's seen better days. However, a pop of black or a pop of something on these is just what it needs to finish these off. Here's another one. This is one I found in the bin as one of, you can see one of Joan's older panel designs in there. And this is another one of Joan's. That always reminded me of citrus slices. As well as this one. I ran into a whole pile of them. And this one. So you'll find all of these designs on iStencils.com and then go under my Patty Tolly Parrish heading. You'll see all of Joan's designs there under a separate subheading that has her JS and the number. If they're JSs, those belong to Joan. I thought we'd do something with that. This is an old jelly print that I did, and I actually took a picture of it and photocopied it. I liked it so much. I didn't want to mess up the original. That I've had those copies for a good while. And these were some with the, oh, hell, what's the name of that? Those, they are expensive paints. Hang on, let me look. What's the name of those paints? Oh, jeez, I almost. It's the one with the black 2O and Stuart Semple, S-E-M-P-L-E. Those have some of the Stuart Semple paints on them. Oh, I forgot about these paints. Let's try this. What do we got here? Bronze. Hold on. I really need to use some of these paints before they are no longer with us. These are really cool. These Lascaux, I'm not sure how you say that. These studio bronzes, they're really pretty paints too. But you can see the sheen on there. That was a Stuart Simple sheen that I put on it with one of their color shifting paints. This, I believe, Gala talked me into doing 1,000 prints like this, pulling it off the gel plate. Squirrel already. I didn't have a squirrel all day yesterday, Gail. It must be you. This one you can see. What do you see? I thought that sheen might have been from see that sparkly sheen in there? I thought that might have been from putting it through the laminator. This is one of my papers. Last 2 years I've dyed a whole lot of tissue paper, wet tissue, just spraying all kind of stuff on it. We might print on that, on this. And these are some Stuart Simple paints where I was taking the the white paint on a jelly plate, spraying it, making circles with it, and they look kind of, and little bits of foil on the plate. So maybe we'll do something on these as well. Let's see. Come here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to grab some makeup sponges this time, so I have them for proper pouncing. I got to get some more. Oh, but in my paint sponge department. Shine from the mica in the paint you used. It may be, but I'm pretty sure that one was I don't know, that kind of looks like over in here, it kind of looks like it does when it goes through the laminator. You see, it's not exactly where the paint was in every situation. Who the hell knows? We can go back about 1,400 videos and try to figure it foiling. Okay, let's see. Actually, let me keep this on here for a moment. So you don't have to always jelly print. You can take, like, for instance, this lovely piece of paper that I put in a dye bath and sprayed. Lord knows how this came out like this, but it's kind of cool. But let's just do some stuff here. I need a piece of paper palette, since I just covered up my jelly plate. That check tape around the board makes sense. Oh, yeah. I've done that to just about every jelly plate that I had on one of those, the piece of, what's that called? Plexiglass. When I got the ones off of Amazon, they were really sharp. And in an effort not to hack a finger open and lay open a vein, I know that pains you, Gayla. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. All right, let's put a little bit of bronze here. Let's get a little sponge. Let's wax on, wax off. And let's just go kind of randomly hither and yon. Now let's go maybe down this way. This is probably going to look squirrely going both ways. That's what he said. And so you just add a little something on a little piece of collage paper. Doesn't all have to be a masterpiece, despite what Gayla says. Get those hunks of paint off of there. Oh, look, I'm gonna get schmutzed right off the bat. Oh, now it's everywhere. Okay, great. Good demo. Oh, sweet Moses. Let's find one that might take this little circle here and do something. This might be too dark, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's just do it coming in off the side here. I know you do have your standards. let's, instead of putting metallic on metallic, let's get some black on here. And I just noticed this. It's separating in the sponge with the green in there. I love that paint. So let's just do this. And I'm kind of doing it a little wonky, so it's not perfect. God forbid I do something perfect. Right, just add a little something in there. So you don't have to use the whole stencil. You don't have to use it on to be a whole finished piece of art. You can just do it for a little papa here and there, right? So we'll play with some of these other ones as we go. Oops. Hey, Diane, welcome. So if anybody wants to see a certain stencil used with a certain color or over a certain other one, speak up or forever hold your peace. All right, let's see what we got in here. Oh, there's that watercolor paper I was looking for. What do you know? Finding all kind of stuff in this drawer that's not supposed to be in there. I'm trying to keep my stuff separate from Joan's stuff. So here's an old one of Joan's. Patty and I were classic. I worked really hard on painting. Finally asked Patty what she thought. Managed to paint out everything. Ah, well, you know. Sometimes that happens. This is an older one of Joan's designs called Driplet. Let me get a piece of black paper. We'll use this one. And this, Joan, I think this is one of yours, isn't it? Because it's a mask, it doesn't have any of the identification on it, but I think this is one of your designs. Oh, and here's the little, hey, that's cool. Here's the little version of this. I love that you can kind of mix and match those and have a repeated design, the same theme on there. I don't hate that. Gail is always telling stories on me. Here's another round one of Joan's. Can have a whole round theme going here. This one's cool too. Let's pull out a few of these. If I pull out all of them, we'll just be looking at stencils and not get anything thrown down here. So let's just see what we can do. This one is called Brocade. Where's my black? Where's my demo piece of paper? And the mask, I don't know what the mask is called, but I'm sure it's something genius. Okay, let us, I should grab a couple other colors of paint. I'm afraid these, some of these are so old, I think they're going to be a little clogged up. What's this one? Try this. And that's copper. I think that was brown. All right. Okay, somebody liked this mask, so let me do this mask. Yep, I have no idea what this one was called. Joan, is it in your memory banks? You missed it, Gayla. I'm very quick. I'm very quick and smooth on the gel plate. So let's see. And that's the silver one. No, it isn't. Britannia silver. And this is the real silver. Can't remember. I know, I'd have to look it up. It'll be somewhere in the archives of Joan's designs. Lordy. That one's not open yet. Let's just do it the easy way and hope for not too much of a disaster. Well, one can hope, but it never happens. Let's throw just the teeniest bit. Yeah, it does have little hearts in it. What did Gray say there? 142. Fretwork filigree. The filigree I'll go with. I'm not sure if that's a typo or if that was one of Joan's little jokes to name it that. Wow. I will never learn. This paint is resisting the plate. Can you see it kind of bubbling up there? All right, let's drop this puppy on there. And see, since this is my 8x10, it hangs over a little bit off the edges here. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. Lord knows you don't want to miss any of this magic. And I have a piece of black paper, so we're just going to grab that. Oh my gosh, you think of all the gel prints I've done in my life, it would start to kick in. Hey, Yvonne. So if anybody's interested in buying any iStencils, the code is Joan, JOAN25 for 25% off the entire site. There's some other perks too with a $50 order after discount, like free domestic shipping, and I don't like how that purple did in there. Other than that, it would have looked cool. Can't hold it against the stencil. I'm telling you, my biorhythm, something's off. I just can't get all cylinders firing. I'm going to get rid of this because this is just going to be a disaster. Let's just do that for now. I'll have this whole new thing to make for CB. I like this one. It's like it's a real burden for my brain to work to figure out what I want to put down on the plate. That's a very boring color. Green gray. I like this color in clothes. Find work extra hard. Oh yeah. Yep, the heavy body ones, especially old heavy body ones. Trust me. Let's try to pick some of that up off of there. All right, let's just do it. Do we want to mix anything with it? Maybe a little something, something. Huh, I don't know. Let's try this. Does anybody see a pattern with the colors? Lordy, lordy, lordy. Let's put that on here, just because it was on the top of the tile. This is on glassine. An old heavy body. Well, again, not the best choice. The darker one's okay, but here where it got the lighter blob in there, you don't really see it, but it's, again, not the stencil's fault. That's what I'm going to retitle this video. It's not the stencil's fault. Let's see. Here's this. Let's look at this one here. Oops. Still have paint. There we go. Let me lift this off of here. Oh, what happened to the focus? Hello. There we go. See my commanding personality snap that right into focus. Look at all the silver sheen that picked up from that previous pull. You don't think anything's on the plate, yet there really is. Get a little bit more of that up off of there. Let's look at this one. Let's do, hang on. Hold the phone. I wonder what we could do that with on there. Would that look good or no? Let's take one of Joan's prints. This is a previous release stencil of Joan's. I don't know the name of it, but I believe it always reminded me of citrus slices. Let's do this one with black. A little papa on there. Oh, look how pretty that side is. Yeah, I know, right? You should, Gala. Somebody who was just saying, see, Yvonne loves her. Somebody was just telling me they bought the largest one. Is that the largest one now, 16 by 20? I thought there was like a mumbo jumbo that was even bigger than that. You know what? I did the same thing, Diane, years ago when they first came out with the 12 by 14. I wanted an 8.5 by 11, so I didn't have the white borders, using the 8 by 10 plate on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I proceeded to hack that sucker up. And let me tell you, they are not the easiest things to cut. And to cut it straight, oh, that was an ordeal. And then I learned the error of my ways is that when I had it the same size as the paper, inevitably, as I smoothed out the paint, it would squidge out, get all over my hands, all over the back of the paper, because it, you know, it's gushy. It smushes a little bit when you push on it. Yeah, I gotta always learn the hard way. That might have been too many circles on there. See what I mean? I kind of lost it. I lost my jelly instincts. Let's do oops. Let me pick some of this up. You know, I'm thinking maybe this will be a good patina print. Let's try that. The black is still wet. Let's put a little, just a little bit, a little bit, a littler bit. Let's try that. See what happens. These always come out very dark and mysterious. What's 225? 18 by 24 is the new big one. 225. Wow. Maybe we can just duct tape a few 8 by 10s together. Thanks, Joan. I can always count on you. If I did fabric, jelly printing fabric, and made clothes or something more than a failed pencil case, I wouldn't mind investing in one of those, trying to catch it when there's a sale, of course. But I don't do anything regularly anymore. I have to get into that. I've just been retired for what's this, the 5th month, for like 5 months now. And we've been trying to get some projects done around the house, and we kind of lost that design in there. But if you look at it close, it almost looks kind of like a mosaic a little bit. That's kind of cool looking, actually. That would make either a cool background or ripped up into a collage. Most likely to get ripped up. I'm going to put this in my 21 whiteboard that's magnetic. I'll be able to make magnetic registration blocks to fit the Oh, look at you. Of course, she had to fancy it up a bit. What could possibly go wrong if I was doing that? Don't say it. All right, let's see. Let me find some of these prints here. I like this black paper and I like this silver ink on the scripting, but what color and what design would look cool over that? Any ideas? I'm waiting patiently. You think it'll show with the silvery paint that's on there with this? We got a gold, bronze, we got a copper. Plum out of ideas. Plum. Let's do plum. Okay, we're getting multiple votes for bronze. I guess that's what's going to have to happen. Now, should I pounce it on? Like coming in from maybe up here and down here or over here or just one in the middle or... Let me see what design I want to put on there. And I want to take something that's going to obliterate all the scripting. I want that to show through. Oops. See, I was thinking maybe one of the PBOs, but what the hell do I know? Going head deep back into the vault. Oh, we're going to use that one some, not on this one, but we will be using that one. Oh, and this one, what is that? Oh, I really like this one. So how would that look on here? Like that. And this is too much script on script. We're going to use this one, but we'll use it on something else. Let's just do this. Let's just put this bad boy down here. And don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Gotta get more paint. That one's almost empty. I think that one I had for when I was gonna make the wet tissue prints and just put water in there. Pounce on, pounce off. Yeah, it's in the center-ish. Close enough. Oops. My paraphernalia on my little shelving unit is shaking off. Not looking at the chat at the moment. So now, Gail, it would be the good time to insult me. All right. Okie dokie. Now, if this doesn't come out good, it's all you people that wanted bronze. Thanks, Yvonne. Is April here, or are you just talking about her smartness? Try it bronze and copper. That's not bad, actually. I love that stencil, though. Mama likey. Okay, let's see. I do really like. Let's put this on something. On an existing something. Let's say. Let's pick one of these to put it on. That's what I don't want symbols on symbols. That sounds crazy. Amazon. April got hers at a grocery store of all places. What are you guys talking about that April got that I'm sure I need one or two of? All right, I'm not doing anything else till I find out what April got. Okay, let's see. Maybe this one in black. Oh, a magnetic board. Maybe this one in bronze. Imagine that. Oh, okay. And what genius thing is she doing with that? Is she using that for like a gel plate registration tool of sorts? There's a lot of brain power packed in that little tiny body of hers. Oh, where'd it go? She's a clever little rascal. Looks like I'm drawing with, you really can't see it, these little circles from the bronze paint on my thumb. She's a little rascal. Ooh. Oh, can't hate that. I love that kind of symbol, that tribal looking alien. Nobody knows what it says secretly but me and Joan. Okay, now let us use this wisely. Okay, how much of that do we have? Let's do this. I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of black. Hopefully. And let that go in between the holes of what's left there, what was lifted. And let's see what kind of spookiness we can pick up on a piece of dye. Oh, I just look back about making you feel bad because April's smarter. Hey, the facts are the facts. You held your own there for a while, Gala. Every everybody gets bested at some point. I took my fall a long time ago. You get used to it. Now let's see if this looks like it looks in my head. This is going to be a cool one. But as we know, not everything comes out on the gel plate like it looks in my head. Not bad. There's some shadowy bits of the print in there. Some texture where the paper wrinkles because of the moistness of the paint. See the wrinkles down here, the crackle look like in it. I do not hate that. From a distance, it just looks kind of shiny, but when you get up on it, I do not hate that. So this, let's see, this one, I'm not a big pink person. Although that's got some cool stuff. And see how the paint looks all dotted? That's that Stuart Simple paint. It beads up on the plate. And then when you pull the print, that's what looks kind of like bubbly all over it. But I'm going to do this on top of here. But what color will we use to do that? Ladies? Yeah, I think so, Joan. Should we? I don't know. I thought about black because there is some black in the background. There's some shininess in there too. Well, let's mix those ideas, shall we? A little black and a little bronze. Oop, let's squirt it out. I felt it hit me in the chest. Oh boy. So it kind of comes out looking like some kind of burnished statue looking color. All right. Oh, like that. You know what? As soon as I saw this, I now remember the print that I did with this looking like that. How clever are you? This one must just want to have that color on it all the time. It's called Arched Circles. This is one of Joan's previous releases. It's my favorite color. I'm trying not to turquoise everybody to death. Trying to get a good clean print of this. Solid color. We'll see. So Galen was right. I needed a solid color. But look how cool that bronze and black looks mixed up. We're going to do something else with that. Not that. Ay, ay, ay. Trying to clean out the holes. I'm going to try to do like a patina-ish print like this. Okay, good enough. Now, what am I going to put over that? Let's just do, I'm in a panic now because I got to get this before it dries. We're just going to use the green. I don't know why. Gayla sent me a DM and told me to use the green, so that's what I'm doing. She didn't want anybody else to know it was her idea. But I have to be transparent. Gayla was right. Gayla was right. Have that little recording set up on the shrine. You use Dawn spray to clean your stencils. I don't clean my stencils, so my answer is no. And what I have used in the past is Murphy's oil soap, which if you get one really boogered up, that works great. Just let it soak in some warm water, and it usually peels right off. I'm telling you, the Fine and Dawn is so good for a lot of things. Okay, that didn't work at all, Gayla. Way to go with your recommendation. Oh, bless your heart. So I'm going to grab, hang on, let me go over to the paint department. I said yesterday I was going to get some color shifts to play with. So how should I do it? And I wonder where they are. Color shift. Here we go. Well, that is flashy. Oh, Lordy. Okay, so I got a few of these, what are they, full cart color shifts? Yeah, and a couple jacquard fabric paints. Oh, Gayla, no one's going to believe it. I'm looking at this fabric paint and thinking I got fabric here. Maybe I should pounce a little something. Now the metallics, well, they might because this is fabric paint. Oh, what the hell. Hey, Allie. Welcome. Oops. Oh, I want this one again too. Where is my palette knife? Probably still packed. This will do. I'm going to put some of this on my little palette paper over here. Oh, this may look really pretty on that with the orange and the turquoise. It may. Do I want to do a circle? Or do I want to do these little lines? Where's Gayla jumping in now? Oh, should I use the freebie and put one here and one there? Maybe that's what I'll do. Makeup sponge. So I have this over here on my palette paper, and this is like an orange pink shift. Hey, I think it's called Halo. What the hell is it called? Halo Pink Gold. Oh, that might look pretty cool. Pardon the rattling. It sounds like an earthquake. It's from my brute strength with the pounce. She missed the whole fabric paint comment on the fabric. That's okay. April probably would have got it, but I'm just going to do them all since I'm in this deep. And I got the extra paint on the palette. You might as well just go for it. Did she really say that? I think I did. Oh, now let's see how much of that shimmer. Where the hell's my cloth off jelly paper? There we go. So this design that I just used is the free exclusive design when you spend $50 after your discount that you get with the current sale going on. I just say things to see if you're paying attention, Gail. This paint, this jacquard paint is really nice, and it does come out. It'll be brighter when it's more metallic-y when it dries. I like it. See, it's got that Egyptian. Well, I keep calling it Egyptian, and that's not even close to what it was called. I don't hate that. All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? Didn't I have? I know I have more fabric. Oh, here's just an old dirty stained up piece. Oh, what can we put on here? Maybe we'll you know what I mean. Put a stencil. Should I use that same color or should I use the blue? Safe assumption, Gala. Totally screwed that one up. Halo Blue Gold. This one's pretty. So this one I'm going to roll on the plate and try to pick it up through a stencil. Which stencil, pray tell, shall I try? I want something that's going to be kind of, you know, a little speckled, a little kind of grungy. Oh, I should do the symbols. Where are you? Y'all know I just did that, right? Where the hell did I put it? Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay, we're going to do the symbols on here. Let me see how big this is. Actually, that whole thing will fit on here. Yay. Okay. All right, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? Gayla would be glad to look back at her notes and give you a bulleted list of what could go wrong. Okay, let's do this. And I'm doing this a little heavier. Well, maybe it's too heavy. I do like these when I jelly print with these jacquard paints on paper. They're so I don't know what word to use. I don't want to say smooth. That's not giving them enough credit. But they are, you can't even feel that the design. If you closed your eyes and rubbed your hand over a stencil design on a piece of paper with this paint, you couldn't feel it. Where acrylic paint, you usually can feel it. All right, let's get her moving before I screw this up. Everybody keep an eye on Gail. I can't look at her right now. I don't know if this is going to come out as nice as pouncing it, because more paint gets on the sponge and down into the holes of the stencil with the sponge, but we shall see. Bold, italicized. But a really cool font. I wonder if this will help on here. Okay, here goes nothing. A couple of them, like this one here, schmutzed a little. That's okay. But you can see the colors, the color shift in there. Now imagine a little row of this torn and put in a collage. Just imagine it. Oh, I gotta do something with this. Don't distract me, Gayla. Okay, oh, what can we do with that? Maybe I'll go over that with black. Thanks for clarifying. I just always assume the worst, so I'm safe with my my assumptions, just in case the worst happens. One time in North Carolina, Gayla ripped my coveted sterling silver ring off my hand and threw it out in traffic. to make me have to dive after it. I'm the only one that can corroborate my story's not here. I'm not a big fan of green either. Certain greens I like. If I'm going to wear a green, I like what I call like an army, sage, military kind of green. Grass green on me, woo doggy, that's no good. Or like any of these bright greens, not a good idea on my complexion. I think I have too much red in my skin or something. Yeah, Gail is silent because she's scrambling for an excuse or maybe calling her lawyer. This, I'm wondering if this is going to come out like kind of a reverse patina print. Maybe yes, maybe no. The maybe no's got it. Actually, it's another shadowy print with those symbols in there. It's very shiny. See the shift of the gold in there? Oops. And the gold in with the blue paint makes it look that greenish color. Oh, I don't hate it. All right, get another piece of deli prepared. Oh, I want to use some of the black deli that Robin, I got at Robin's. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's do, I'm going to do this again. Treated hand movement array. Oh, gosh. She's stretching there, isn't she, guys? Imagine me making an over-exaggerated hand gesture. That's preposterous. Oh. So what is this? Blue flash. Dragon flash. Well. Oh. Then she paid an unassuming gentleman in New York to come over and insist that I tango with him across the bar. Yeah, she seems innocent enough, but, you know, when you get to know her, not so much. I'm just going to try to pick that up as a cleanup print. I don't know if that paint's going to work good for... Oh, got a little cockeyed there. Oh, I forgot we have other witnesses here about the tango incident. Stop traffic with the ring or with the tango? Oh, bless his little heart. Glad to give you a nice memory, Joan. Nope, I didn't pick that up. Well, now we have a nice background to, all that picked up was the crinkles in the paper when it got wet. I'll put this over here and come back with another little something, but I'm going to let this dry for a sec. I blame Xander for taking us to a very large paper in New York City. It was wonderful. Okay, good enough. Let's try to go to my old tight and buff, just like I like my men, for a good cleanup pull. I'm trying to get that off of there. See, that was a good amount of paint. Why can't I do that consistently? Why? I'm going to use one of these black sheets. And I don't know if there's one side that's, they kind of both look alike, sort of. I don't think it matters. But hey, Joyce. Joan is always inspired. She cranks out new designs like a machine. So if anybody's interested that's come in here lately, and Joyce, the code for the sale at iStencils.com is Joan25 for 25% off. Free shipping in the US if you spend $50 after discount, and you also get this stencil free for that same order. No matter where you are in the world, you'll get that stencil for free. But I don't, Robin gave it to me at the retreat to try, and it feels like a deli paper. It's very thin. Hey, Sherry, it's slick on both sides. Sherry, you don't by any chance know, or Claire, you were sitting over there, what this black paper is that Robin was using. She gave me a little stack of it to play with. I will be messaging her this evening to find out what this is. Oh, that cleaned it up pretty good. The Titan Buff's always good for that, but this deli picked it up. See, that's just such a cool looking. Some of these are my favorites for like background kind of stuff, or another design over top of that. But that really pretty much cleaned the plate. I gave Robin some black deli paper to try. Not sure if that's it or not, but I got it on Amazon. Huh. I don't know. I don't remember if she said where she got it. What time is it? 6. I'll go till 6:30. Yeah, thanks, Sherry and Claire. All right, let me do a little digging. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. I think. How many of these will fit on here? Oh, not really. I need a bigger plate to really get the whole whack in there. You know, I'm going to do this only because I feel lucky. Punk. Tune deli sheets. Yeah, that'd be great. Send in a link. This, I think, is just copy paper that was in that last dye bath deal that I did. And it was one of Robin's printables that had this font on it. And it also stuck to my last jelly plate, I think. So, do I want to risk it? Of course I do. Of course I do. Let's see. What do I want to put on here? You know what? This is such a cool piece, though. Maybe I'll just throw a little bronze sparkle in there. All right, let's see. Let's come in from a corner, maybe. Like so. What's the worst that can happen? Hello, lover. Let's come up from this corner. Do something similar, but I want to click on this link before I lose it. Sorry, couldn't find that page. Didn't work. Where'd my camera go? There we go. All right, let's do that again, shall we? That link might work. It didn't work for me. Is there a second link up here that I'm not seeing? I see. Oh, CB put it up there. That one didn't work for me, CB. How rude. Yeah, I have a feeling this may have stuck. Oh, that's what I should do. That's what I should do. You mean with the drop shadow black that I do? That's a good idea. Let's see. I like that. Nope, could not find page. You can just send it to me in text or whatever. I'm not particular. So let's do, trying to find a page to do it on. Well, let's just do it on a that means I'm thinking Galen knows that code. Okay, let me just have a piece of white paper. It doesn't have a blob of bronze on it. All right, let me think of how I want to do this. I should do it just doing the drop shadow. Which one do I want to do it on? Jude, hi. Sunny Rarotonga. Welcome, my friend. How the heck are you? Trying to look for one that's apropos. We didn't use this one yet today. And here's some paper, as I mentioned, stuck on the back of this one from the last time. Oh, great. Thanks, Gail. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks, everybody. Everybody send me the link, just in case. So I want to do, I think I'll do I got a little bit of black paint here. Let's just do this. I'm just going to do this as an example. Let me turn this. I'm trying to get this, like these squares kind of straight on the paper solid, just as a little demonstration purposes. All right, let's go in here. Oops. Don't move the stencil. Very important. I want to get a good clean image for this, if possible. Oh, don't do that. See, again, that's what I show you what not to do here. And what not to do again. Come on. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, I schmutzed it a little bit when I moved it, but just try to ignore, for demonstration purposes, ignore the schmutz. All right, I'm going to let that dry for just a second or two. Ah, you know what's interesting? Apparently, I just clicked this link while I'm letting this dry. I'm multitasking. Apparently, I purchased this paper in December of 23. I probably gave Robin some when we were there. Who the hell knows? Nothing like sharing the information. Now, I know that came off of there with all, how the hell? All these were lined up. Or should have been. How? Oh, wait a minute. Is it this way? Yeah, there you go. I know. I say, woo, the Twilight Zone there for a moment. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, depends on if you wanted a shadow to be like, you know, how you can do shadows on text and stuff in different programs on the computer, where you can have the letter here and then have the highlight come up off to the left, or a shadow drop down to the right, whatever. So you just want to go diagonally in one direction. I'm going to drop it like it's hot right here. I'm going to come down and over like that off the design. Okay. So then I'm going to go back in and pounce, and this is going to cover up some of the black. but it's going to leave a little bit of the black. Not looking at the chat at the moment. And then usually it looks kind of 3D-ish. It's a new word I just made up. There you go. See what I mean, Vern? Now, I could have dropped it a little bit further to have more of the black sticking out there, but it does give it a 3D look. I don't know if you're picking that up on camera or not. Here you go. Take care, Joyce. It's nice seeing you in chat. Patty sent paper to Robin. Robin, then we get... Who the hell knows? Hey, that's the kind of regifting I like. So, anywho, that's the little drop shadow thing I used to do back in the day when I had a clue what the hell I was doing. Okay. What time is it? 6:27. All right, perhaps we will wrap it up for the evening. I'm going to be back here tomorrow at 2. Cover that bad boy up. Let's see some of the damage we did today. This was nothing but a background, which will be used tomorrow. A little demo with the drop shadow. I do like how grungy that is with that little shiny pop in there. Mama liked that. And this was the cleanup on the, apparently, paper that's been across the country twice. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Here was me trying to do a reverse patina deal. And it's kind of grungy, shiny grungy. Green, shiny grungy. It's in there-ish. I do like the fabrics with the jacquard paint on them. See that shift in there? These fabrics I bought on Etsy somewhere. For those that went to Arizona last November, those little strips of the material I gave you was white with the black script on it. I got those on Etsy too. I might have got these at the same place. There's that one. See the pinky goldish in there that makes it look orange. And here's the one Gayla screwed up. I told you, Gayla, that wasn't going to come out very good. And I told you that this should have been all black. Oh, mercy. Here was another patina clean the plate shadowy pull with the Joan symbols on there. Hey, Kathy. This one's probably my favorite. Can anybody guess why? I really like that. I really, really do. And I don't mind this one either. The bronze was a good idea to put over the silver scripting. Kathy, you're going to get a complex. I think you came in yesterday right when I was wrapping up. Just so you know, tomorrow I'm coming on at 2. I'll give you a fighting chance. So this one, I don't know. There's a whole lot of noise going on in there. And it does kind of look like a little blurred mosaic kind of a deal. This one was circles on circles. I told you, Gayla, probably not the way to go. But you know what might look cool on this is to come over it with the bronze, with that one with all the little dashes on it. And really push that all in the background. See, this one, not so much. I like the stencil. Here's the one that Gayla thinks the metallic sheen on here is from the paint, even where it's not painted. Oh, thanks, Jude. And this, the purple blobs came out in that paint that was too thick. This is one of Joan's masks. All these were Joan's designs. So, all right, kids, I'm going to wrap her up and go get some victuals on the table. And I will see you all here tomorrow. So here is, I'll end it with this. Should anybody be watching the video and wondering what the hell's going on? iStencils.com. Use the code JOAN25 for 25% off the entire site. There's like over 4,000 designs, I believe now, from various artists. Plus, they have their own line of iStencil designs. If you spend $50 after the discount is applied, you get this free exclusive design. You can't buy this one. This one's just going to be the free design. This one here. And if you're in the US and your order's over $50, you'll get free domestic shipping. They also ship international. And if your order's under $50, shipping domestically is $8. A flat rate of $8. And this sale is good until Sunday night. It's Saturday early evening right now. Sunday night, 9/22/2024. So if you're watching this next year, it expired. Trying to save you some heartache. All right, kids. Thank you so much for joining. Hats off to my mods, especially the smartest one, who shall remain nameless. I don't want to hurt any feelings. All right, you crazy broads. I'll see some of you tomorrow. And take care.